CVS photos.
So, I don't know what anybody here thinks about God or anything like that, but one of our other hosts, Mary, she had this video she posted the other day. It said, in the video, she's in a podcast, but the video said, I believe in God, just figuring out the details, right? And like that, like when I think about that, that's kind of like where I'm at. So when anybody, this is an open mic, people can talk about whatever they want. But as far as my following and my journey with Jesus Christ, 2017, some of you guys might not know, my lung had collapsed overnight from March 31st into April 1st, ironically. I was at, Tower Health, and I was at a Pottstown. They stuck a chest tube in, sent me down to Temple. I went through a lot. So, first time that the seed of Jesus was planted in my mind was when I was in Temple and I was going down for another CT scan or bronchoscopy. I don't even know what it was. I was so drugged up, and I was sitting outside. I was in a bed, and they told me not to get up because I was a fall risk because I was so doped up. And of course, I didn't listen. So I was sitting out in this room right before I go into CT, and I get up and I fall over, and I brace myself on this trash can. The trash can kicks out, and the only thing I can remember was this piece of thing on this little card on the ground. It was a card of Padre Pio. I don't know if any of you guys know who he is, but he was just saint, whatever. But he was known for miraculous healings, and there's actually a shrine in Boyertown for him. But then, I really didn't start going to church or anything then. And it took about 2 years. So when I got out of the hospital from Temple, I was at 37% lung function. So I'd gone into stage 3 sarcoidosis overnight. I didn't know, I never saw it coming. I had a lung abscess that ruptured, and I felt pain occasionally leading up to it, but nothing that a 32-year-old wouldn't abnormally see. It would go away, and then when it ruptured, it destroyed my whole left lung, part of my right. It's an autoimmune disease complicated by a fungal infection. 2 rare things. So that being said, it wasn't until there's 2 parts of a chronic disease, and which is the physical part, and then there's also the mental part. So when I got out of the hospital in 2017, I got out and I was on fire. I was like, I'm going to beat this. I was young. The steroids didn't do their thing on me. And, the up and down of my weight and stuff like that because of the medications really didn't affect me until 2019. That's when the mental part hit me. And I had missed 9 months of work. And most of that was due to mental issues. I started going to see a psychiatrist. Funny thing about the psychiatrist, my psychiatrist got arrested for giving out pills he shouldn't have been giving me. But hey, he fucking did his thing for me. Dr. Cosmani. So I still got love for him.
True story.
Right. So they lied to me though. The office told me that he went back to Ukraine because of the war to help his family. What's the psychiatrist doing in war? He's not fighting anybody. But talk about my psychiatrist another night. Please. Well, anyway, so October came, and we had both people. I'm still out of work. Temple had written me off pretty much told me I wouldn't work again. And, I switched over to the pen in July of 2019. Then, so the first thing they asked me when I went there is what I wanted to get from switching. And I just wanted to be off the steroids because I'd rather die miserable with people around me than fucking rage and make everybody hate me. But, so that took a couple of years. Well, so when I got the pen in October, it took a couple months for them to kind of figure out what was going on with the medication and stuff and get the, them to re-diagnose me and get me on the medications they wanted me on. So it wasn't until October, and they actually got me back to work. At the same time, me and Chelsea were both being bugged by different people to go to this church, Journey Church, and we started going to church. So the first week I went, the message really didn't hit. It was about kids. But what was important was that day we didn't fight. First day we hadn't fought in months. And so for me, it was, could I go there every week so that with my wife, every week, have one day a week where we didn't fight. And, so the message started working on me. And I've seen some truly incredible things. And, I'm on the lung transplant list. I got listed we're a big believer in dates. I got listed, so I got told that I lost enough weight and got transferred over to the transplant team on the anniversary of our baptism. I got listed for transplant on my dead dad's birthday. So it's weird. I wouldn't be surprised if I got the fucking lung tonight. Tonight's the night my grandmom died. So my grandmom died. So I don't know. I don't believe in coincidences. And the more that I read the Bible, it is the easier it is to take shots from all of you guys when you guys are up here on stage. So it just proves to me that I'm growing. So it is an open mic. So any shots you guys take, if you notice, I'm just taking them. So when you talk down about Jesus, you're not going to change my mind. And I've seen the great things it's done in my life. And the last 6 months, we've had the highest highs and the lowest lows. And it's been some of the greatest 6 months of my life while I'm waiting for lung transplant. And I don't know how many people waiting for lung transplant can say that. So if you don't believe in the goodness of God, I can't help you other than maybe you can see it in me. And it's kind of what I have to say about that. So that's kind of part of my story.